Hi, my name is Devaraj. Welcome back. This is the second video in a series about men's issues and to do with sensitive new age guys, of whom I'm around a lot and work a lot where I live. And in the last of this series, I looked at how many guys who are sensitive, who are very heart-centered, when you look back in their childhood, or when they look back in their childhood, they often find a time when they really resolved not to be a certain type of man. Frequently their perception of their father was that he was abusive to the mother, or they may have just simply picked up from society around them that men were abusive to women, and internally they resolved, I don't want to be that kind of guy. They felt a lot of sympathy for the mother or for women. And on the surface this seems like an admirable thing to do, like a really great position to take. However, there are ramifications for the guy, because this decision is being taken at a mental level, at a cognitive level. Really all that happens is that a part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, about an inch in from here somewhere, basically starts to just cut down, or literally cut half of your male side off. Literally, in energetic terms, it disconnects you from your gut instinct, from your belly down here. The feelings that come from down here. It's a bit like the belly of the beast, the raging bull, this kind of man, this kind of instinct, which in itself is not unhealthy. It's not unhealthy in itself, but it can be used abusively, of course, depending on how you mentally look at the world around you. But in itself, it's valuable. You need gut instinct. You want also to be, it's the source of your power as a man, how you can actually bring yourself across. So it's very, very important that guys have access to the power in their belly. And yet for the more sensitive guys, often they've developed a lot of power in the heart and a great sensitivity, but they're cut off from this. And the immediate social ramification for them is that women are very, very attracted to be friends with them, to be cuddly with them, to share their heart with them. They're not usually so sexually attracted to these kind of guys. It doesn't really work like that. Sexuality is a bit beyond the mind's ability to change around and fiddle with things. It's much more primal. And so, as I mentioned in the series, when women look at fantasy figures and fantasizing, they tend to go more for a kind of bastard male, or someone who's really in their male sexual energy. At work, and many people work in offices, this kind of thing. Typically what you'll see happening when you talk to a lot of women, as I do hang out and chat to a lot of women, is that they will spend a lot of the daytime really being pissed off with a certain kind of arrogant office male, and yet, and sharing with other friends what an asshole he is and how they really hate him. And conversely, what's confusing is that often at night time, when the conscious mind is a bit more in the background and more primal instincts come up, they fantasize about this very guy. They have sexual fantasies about the same guy, and it's confusing for the conscious mind that's controlled a lot here, prefrontal cortex. It's very, very confusing, this apparent dichotomy, or whatever you call it, dualism. What's the solution here for sensitive guys in particular is to really start to look at your gut instincts and to start to work with the gut. When you shut down a part of your male side, what will have happened is that a lot of dead spots and muscular holding patterns will have happened inside your body, particularly the backs of your legs, particularly your back. There's going to be a lot of stuff, tension held there, and whole areas where you're not really feeling. And this you can work on. You can make a journey energetically from the heart down to the gut, down here, down where the boxes come from. This kind of instinct, you don't have to become a bad guy, but it puts you in your power. It allows you to move a mission that you've got in life forwards. It allows you to take a clear position, and with your heart you can also be sensitive. So both of these are necessary, and there's no short way to get down here. Reading books by David Dada, listening to Alex Vartman or whatever may help you cognitively understand the journey you need to make, but to actually make it, you need to start to be willing to take a risk. And relating to this, of course, a little bit of last minute promo, I am running a workshop, Man Up, with my good friend Svavo, and we will be looking at this, how you can cognitively change to make it okay to be really a guy, to allow this spontaneity, to allow this impulsive, energetic creativity from the gut, how you can allow it. And I will particularly be working with bioenergetics and emotional expression to bring you gut-centered. Okay, that's enough from me for today. Thank you very much. I hope you'd enjoyed this video and it stirred something up for you that's useful, or at least becomes useful in the longer term. Cheers, bye for now.